toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Aloha from Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Looking downfield on first down. Pocket breaking down. Working that left side now. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide open downfield. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Going to take a shot on second and short. He's got it on the run. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And the Rainbow Warriors line it up with a first and goal. Makes the catch. Hawaii, a great catch and run for... They'll start this drive with a pass. The screen, and watch out. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They called PI on the offense this time. He'll set up to throw. The screen, he's got wheels. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. All right, guys, let's talk for a second about Hawaii. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
The Rainbow Warriors are on the move. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to keep it in the air. Got it in the middle, it's White. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. He got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They're working that left side. And they'll run it into the end zone. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. And the Rainbow Warriors can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Now sliding to his left. Creates a little room. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Soft spot in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
And he will score! Touchdown, Warriors! They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. Picked up. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Gets the 1st himself. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Makes the grab, it's Harris.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
2nd down coming up. Might be calling a hot route. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got an open man. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Under fire. And the Rainbow Warriors have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jordan. And the defense had that one well covered. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's White. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the 1st down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. Good gain on the return in this. Quarterback empties his backfield. He might want another play. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. Going the other way, and he's got room. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground.
He's got it at the 20. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
Here comes the heat. It's complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The Rainbow Warriors have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking for the score. Looking for the goal line. Bunch formation for these receivers. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Under fire. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Here's the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And the Rainbow Warriors trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
Non-man receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. The Rainbow Warriors with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Using his feet to buy time. Crosses the 30. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. It's complete to the left. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the 1st down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you